All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
Media. Fellow Biafrans, the woman you're about to hear was the woman, a judge, perhaps a retired judge now. She was the one that dealt with a case of Nnamdi Kanu during the appeal court, and she set Nnamdi Kanu free. I want you to hear the way she reasons to show you that only human beings will understand that Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer in that so-called Nigeria. You'll see the way she reasons. She's very, very understanding, very eloquent, and she gets it. She's saying here, how come Nigeria cannot work? How come, those that believe in Nigeria, how come it's not working? How come when you go abroad, you shine like a star with a bright center? But when you return back to that zoo, you are left with no opportunities. How come they will say, oh, they have the northern agenda, the southwest agenda, and the southeast agenda? What about the Nigerian agenda? I'm only analyzing this video because of the perspective that she was the one that released or said that Nnamdi Kanu was free in the appeal court. The case that Oyendo and his lawyers, they are using to fight for the case, for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This lady you are seeing here, she was the one that released him, that said no other person should bring any trial on Nnamdi Kanu again at the appeal court. But Nigeria went against it. So for now, I want us to listen to her and understand her level of reasoning. You will now see that because she understands it, she gets it, she's somebody with high sense and foresight, she's a very rational human being. That's why she does know the right things, and she's pondering how come Nigeria, that so-called Nigeria, cannot get it right. At the end, she said, if worst come to worst, if they cannot work together, if there is tribalism, nepotism, and the rest of those, perhaps they should go their separate ways. Make una hear from her mouth. From her mouth. No me talk amo. Make una hear from her mouth. No me talk amo. Listen, let's go there.
So I'm seeing the best of the best, because as I always say, Nigeria is a blessed nation. As far as I'm concerned, I think we have the best brains. Wherever we go to the top. Dr. Fatuno, thank you for coming. The only problem is that we are not allowed to thrive. I don't know.
Hold it there. She made a good point that wherever they go around the world, we excel, we go to the top. But how come that phenomenon that is also part of the Igbos, the Biafrans, how come they hate on us for doing well in a place they call Nigeria, one nation? But when we go abroad, they are so proud to say, yes, we are champions, we excel. Anywhere we go, we are number one around the whole world. God have mercy. Do you now see that? The rationale of the average people that call themselves Nigerians. They have a problem. A very serious problem. That they know, not how, please, don't get it wrong. Not this lady. But the average Nigerians that hate on the Biafrans for doing well, they know that there is a saying, anywhere the so-called Nigerian goes, they excel around the whole world. There is no country you not find a Nigerian man. They say those things. But now, how it be say, it is something good to go around the whole world and excel, but in your own so-called country, you want to excel, they come, they break your shop down. They break your business down. They burn your house down. They hate on you. Tribalism steps in. They say the Igbo must go and all those nonsense. When it's local, it's a problem. But when it's international, they love it. It's something they are proud of. Nigeria know they carry last. But in the local, and that's called Nigeria, when the Biafrans want to excel to be first, no problem. It's a race. Everybody must gear themselves towards being number one. It's not a problem when you do it abroad. Oh, look at that! Look at the Nigerian, as they say. Look at the Nigerian girl. She's the best scientist. Oh, that man, he's the best. He solved the mathematics in USA. But when you come back home and you want to do it for business, now wahala. You are excelling. You have made some money. You want to buy land and build something that, of your taste. Now wahala. Let's continue and hear her analysis. I only stopped to interject because I've been hearing for far too long. Oh, now we Nigerians, when you go abroad, we are number one, we excel. It's good to say those things, but they say charity begins at home. Your success story should begin from home, not in diaspora. So let's take it back one more time and listen to this amazing woman. Listen, please, listen.
So I'm seeing the best of the best. Because as I always say, Nigeria is a blessed nation. As far as I'm concerned, I think we have the best brains. Wherever we go to the top. Dr. Fatono, thank you for coming. The only problem is that we are not allowed to thrive. I don't know what it is in the society that does not allow us to thrive. We go out, we are the best. We come back, I don't know what it is. But I'm believing that somehow, Professor Chibaju, I'm going to be breaking my speech up, if you don't mind. And not only were you the reviewer of the first edition, as I was saying, in this nation, we have not attained our status. The Lord will help us. We cannot continue with mediocrity.
Okay.
We cannot. We have the best. What is the problem with letting the best people shine?
Madam, the problem is tribalism, nepotism, and retapism. Tribalism, the tribalists big bigots, they will say no. The Igbos must not be there no matter what. When it comes to business, something that is part of us is a problem. There is tribalism. Nepotism is there. Your own first and all those nonsense. And retapism, red tape. Putting barriers, red lines, that these guys will not get this business. They will not get this contract. Do not fund them. No government funds. And all those things. Those barriers, challenges. That's the problem with Nigeria. The best brains cannot make it. In that country called Nigeria. I've seen so many guys back in the days in high school and and university. People that were super smart. But today, when I look at them on social media, I feel like to shed the tears. I feel like crying for them because Nigeria, that thing called Nigeria, did not give them the opportunity, the enabling environment to explore their talent. That's the problem. Then people like us were average, we're the ones that played, we were having fun back then. We came here in the Western world, and just a little bit of hard work paid off. I asked myself what's going on. Those who I saw in that zoo, that they studied from day till night, they had the best grade. One of them was, he said he's working in a bank. I said, oh, thank God for you. He said, no, brother, I am doing security in a bank. I said, eh? He said, brother, I'm doing security in a bank. Please help me. I want to come to the Western world. For the first time, I shed tears because that guy, I told you guys the story. I used to take his textbook or his notebook when he's written down some assignments. Not assignments, but, whenever they teach us and he writes the note down. If I miss a class, I will take his notebook. As I'm writing it on my own notebook, I so much love his handwriting that I will even copy the style of his handwriting. That guy was very, very intelligent. But today, he is as poor as a church rat in that zoo called Nigeria.